TOMz.
Good afternoon, Mzansi. Welcome to yet another exciting episode of Teenagers on a Mission. We're on SABC One, Mzansi for sure. We're to see the biggest and the best host on SABC One right about now. And of course, I'm having wow, sidekick. How are you doing, my boy?
Good afternoon, no, I'm sure about this. It's a shiny introduction, your boy CADD apprentice is in the building, the freshest of them all, guys. We're about to take you guys into another crazy fresh journey into the world of life science and technology.
True story. Apprenticeship. When it comes to
yes, guys, we're going to be bringing you the benefits of becoming an apprenticeship, and we're going to be getting you guys ready for the workplace.
True story. Whereby there is high unemployment rates. When you step into the working place, even if it means when it comes to the work that you want to do.
If you don't know what we are talking about, sit down, relax. This might be yours. Without wasting any time, let's get this journey started.
Desmond the Mediterranean jewelers big break apprenticeship. But an inside look into the workshop, where does the magic happen? But the employer apprenticeship, employer and employee. One of the precious stones that are made through from the earth. Into the timeline of apprenticeship. Apprenticeship when I hand the TOMz quiz.
Alright, Mzansi Nako Ipitile. It's that time again where we get to interact on social media. And the question you're asking, when I go by apprentice queen, and this is what you guys had to say on the socials. Alright, so go by apprentice in shoemaking. Nice one. I hope I'm saying that correctly. And I get apprentice pottery. Nice one, my face. Please do keep them coming in on social media. On Facebook, we are TOMz. On Twitter, @TOMz_SABC_1. Right now, let's go Tav. Oh yes, Mzansi, we've heard what you guys had to say on social media. And I'm trying to just dig secondary school TOMz. So wanna put on me?
Ebo.
Come on, Johnny. Alright, how do you know when one is ready to go into the workplace?
If like things you have to do, mele uye university, finish your course, and yeah, you can go to work after then.
I think after high school you need to go to school, learn more further about science and how to and like and then see no.
And when in your chosen career field, would you go into apprenticeship? And why?
Yes, because like such a career as gynecologist, it's not an easy career, so you need a mentor, somebody to give you more knowledge about the career.
More about a career and I will also gain knowledge.
And imapa benefits of to a corner, especially for the youth in getting themselves a mentor.
Like most of us, like you don't have a brother or somebody who's a gynecologist at home, so you just starting the career and you're the first person at home, so you need somebody to tell you more about the career before you just didn't start.
So I'm friends, we are talking about apprenticeship. For sure, what are the benefits of an apprenticeship? Well, check this out.
Africa youth unemployment statistics it's almost 67%. There is not only one answer to this problem, and there's not only one solution, but many. One such solution into on-the-job training apprenticeship. This kind of training the candidates the trade or profession these skills while on the job. Pretty cool. Apprenticeship can tell you if the Middle Ages go Europe, under the master craftsmanships to learn the trade. As a cheap way to get labor in exchange for skills. According to the Skills Act in 1998, employers had a training levy to ensure employees who are training apprenticeship is the realms of Manpower Training Act 1981. The trade states the welders, plumbers, fitters, plasterers, mechanics, and instrument mechanicians. It is identified as a scarce skill by the Department of Labor. Jewellery Apprenticeship for Africa is aimed at giving birth to a new age of skilled creators for homemade jewellery. The apprentices sing at the their own businesses. Apprenticeship.
So guys, did you know that approximately 5,000 years ago, jewelry actually became a significant craft in cities in Mesopotamia?
Yo, just been guys, my boy, you have been bleeding it out for so many years.
Yeah, most definitely. Guys, tell us what you think about today's topic. Hit us up on our social media pages. We're gonna take our first ad break. We'll be back. Welcome back, Bafethu. You are still tuning to SABC TOMz for short. Teenagers on a mission. Today we're learning about apprenticeship in the jewelry world. So I hope you guys are excited like we are.
Absolutely right. And if you've just joined us, then you are just in time. Apprenticeship in jewelry.
Yes, so umjita ntwana uzositshela phathi lento le ithanda amantombazana kakhulu. Uzosibonisa ukuthi yena ushaya kanjani. And futhi sifuna ukwazi kahle kahle ukuthi is jewelry a thing for girls or guys?
That's what thing. I feel like I'm a girls athanda izinto kakhulu. If it's not shoes, then umqwebe. Like angisazi. Anyways, Bafethu, let's meet the man behind the jewelry.
How's it? Namhlanje is at Johannesburg and we have hit the streets again. So we're going to Ubuti, who's going to show us a thing or two about jewelry making. And I'm so excited because I'm Bindin daughter. We have a teenager on the mission. So Masambi Siumbona guy.
Hey.
Unjani?
Yeah, feeling good, Unjani?
Great. Kamlam Gubuntuke and I come from a show called Teenagers on a Mission. And I want to know about Ban Kamalako and why you wrote TOMz.
Well, Kamalam Gubutozono. Tipalele ku TOMz kuba ndifuna ungena ku business yokwenza ijewelry.
Nice.
So ndaqonda ngubana nonnceda ngicingani.
Nice one. Mamela, you've come to the right place. Namhlanje sifunda kabanzi about, you know, these things. Let's go, babe. Desmond. Njani? Namjaphila. Kuluto lona and Kamlam Ubuntu ne. And sivile kupana uba usi student. So we want to know how you got here because chazeleng a story sakho.
Yeah, yabona after matric I was with you ufuna ukwenzani. Kumele decide with what you want to do for your future, you see. So ngaqala ukuhlangana noPhano. I used to visit him on my holidays or stuff like that. So he offered me an opportunity to there's something for you I want you to see. Ngazalana for like 3 months. Yeah, after 3 months, that's when I knowledge. That's when I started having small jobs. As you can see, there's a roller there. Yeah, I'm roller, polishing, soldering. As time goes, now I'm going to understand something like that.
Saka ukunabuti ndifuna ukwazi njengomuntu ofuna ungena kule business. Xa ufika emsebenzini ufika wenze ntoni? Into oqala ngayo kwakusasa uyisebenza imini yonke.
That depends ukuthi let's say tomorrow you start, ne? You come in, yeah, they're gonna guys, but okay, today you have to complete these kind of jobs. Or maybe let's say they give you a job maybe around 8, give you time with maybe 12. You have to work fast.
Today I
was benyenza some small disc for necklace. Okay, necklace with beads. Yeah, something like that. So almost took me about, I could say, maximum 3 hours.
Okay. So how important do you think it is for abantu abatsha to get involved with Zinto, where we acquire his skills and we learn to better ourselves?
Jewelry gives you a lot of skills. How to be creative, something like that. Thinking outside the box, like that, you see. Yeah.
So, says by you in an apprenticeship, ne? So, what I know, Pambili, what are your goals?
As my plans. So, I think fundile yonke into sengikwazi ukuzimela. Sengifuna ukuzivulela business yami nami.
Okay.
Something like jewellery business, something like manufacturing also, repairs, ntonyana ezinjalo yabo.
The minerals kamahara majwe here is essential for maphelo aruna arwa phelang kajekule. They make up many of the objects the materials se di sebedisang tsatsi le leng le le leng. The calcite found in limestone, for example, ke tsweleng go re sebedisa ho etsa cement le asphalt e re sebedisang ho etsa diterata tsa rona. The minerals se re kgonang ho di fumana ka mahara clay ke tsona tse kgonang ho re thusa ho re etse di ceramics, ditena tsa ho haha and pottery. Hona le fluorine ka mahara toothpaste, graphite ka mahara di pencils, ebile hona le talc ka mahara di cematics, le silica e re sebedisang ho etsa di kgalasi, di pili le di computer chips. Other minerals haken to etsa tshwana le di stones tse re kgonang ho di sebedisa ho etsa ntho e bitsang ka sekgowa ke jewellery.
Good, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So my name is Bunju. This is Lutu, and we come from a show called Teenagers on a Mission.
So first of all, my name is Panayoti Kostaras, and my company is called Mediterranean Jewelers. And basically, we manufacture jewellery, handmade, from start to finish. So I think you're in the right place.
Nice. So what type of jewellery do you guys do here?
Okay, we do all types of jewellery, from rings up to really robust, big, different kind of jewellery for people that want that unique kind of bespoke jewellery as we spoke about, yeah.
The minerals are formed when magma rises from the depths of the planet. If it to the surface, they cooler down. The crystals had form the chemical elements that form liquid rock, somewhat like the way rain turns snow crystals hasedibada. Over time, the structures the minerals that change high temperature and high pressure. Turn it already the minerals in the process. Hona le minerals fetang 3,500 most of them combine to form rocks like quartz, feldspar, and mica granite. The most highly prized gems diamonds, ruby, sapphire, and emerald.
I don't know about you, but I am ready to get into the practical world. So can you please show us how to make something?
Sure.
Awesome. Great. Nice.
Okay, first of all, I'm working on a piece called a full eternity ring.
Okay.
This is exactly now 9-carat white gold. So before it got to this stage, we're going to go a step backwards, and this is what the band looked like before it was bent. So what we're going to do now, we're going to take our heat, and we're going to anneal the metal. So what we do now is we quench the metal, which goes into the water.
And why do you do that?
Just so that we can basically start working on it.
Oh, okay.
And now we start bending it.
So how do you ensure that it's like a perfect circle?
So basically what we do is we try to get it as best we can into a circle. But then what we're going to use the triplet to knock it onto this to make it round. Yeah. But now the band has to be made into an N. So we're quite far from there. So what we do now is we take our triplet and we knock this up.
So what does that do?
So basically this just knocks the band round and to the correct size. So as we keep on knocking, this will go to N. So it does, you see now we're almost by the N.
Nice.
So now what we do now, we take our saw blade, which is right here, and we basically now cut this band.
There we are.
So now we bring it together. So can you see that the ring is actually pretty much perfectly round?
Yeah.
And now we're ready for soldering this band together. So what we do now is we're putting flux. It's a liquid that basically makes the solder run.
Okay.
So now what we do again, we use our fire. And we take the solders, which you'll see that are going to start melting.
So that was the white gold that you used?
That's right, yeah. So if you see, the solders are actually have melted into that, yeah. And now it's ready for the final size. So now we just basically tape it up to the size end we need. Okay. So what we do now is we don't finish it off completely, because there's a bit of work to be done still in the ring. And this 5-pointer will go into the hole right around, which we're actually putting 25 of them in here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yo, wow, yo, bengazi bafethu uthi kade akucela ukuthatha isikhathi singaka ukuthi benziwe. I guess it's true what they say. Beautiful things do take time to make.
Yes, I mean, look at this. Otherwise, asiko lapho bafethu 9 months of making such amazing jewelry. Hayi isikhathi eside leso bafethu. Marathina, ke sithatha isikhathi eside kangaka. 2 minutes. We'll be back after the ad break.
TOMz.
As promised, Mzansi asisithatha ngesikhathi eside. We are back, Net Kanjalo. You are still watching TOMz Mona na SABC 1 Mzansi for shizzle.
Yes, if you just joined us, namhla isiblome no Desmond and his mentor Peter, and sibafakashele bafethu ukuthi bazosibonisa kabanzi ukuthi ubucwebe babenza kanjani. And trust me, they had a lot to tell us and a lot to show us.
Absolutely right. With that being said, I guess we'll in. Go on.
So I want to know, for someone who wants to get into this industry, what kind of advice would you give them? Like, how do we start? How do we...
Okay, there's 2 ways of doing it. You either go through Technicon, you do the technical side of it, which is quite a lot of theory involved. And after a few years of doing the theory work at the Technicons, then you sit on a bench and you do practical work on it, which takes roughly about 5 to 6 years. Yeah, I opted for the straight onto the bench approach, which is, not any like theory involved. But I sat on this bench, and from day 1 to the 5th or 6th year that I did finish, I used my hands, and I was taught by a master jeweler at the time, and I believe that's the best way to do it. I think my main aim is to obviously put back what I've gotten from the trade. So I'd like to employ a couple of guys from South Africa, which what I've done actually, give them the training, so that one day they can open their own businesses, and then they can employ and give back into South Africa what we need to give back.
You are enjoying namhlanje?
It was amazing.
So what can you say uyawafunda apha namhlanje?
Ndifunde into ezininzi. Okokuqala, mninzi umsebenzi ongena ekwenzeni jewellery. Okwesibini, usebenzisa izandla namandla xa usenza jewellery. But I think the most important thing is that funeka ube ne-passion kuyenza le nto uyenzayo.
Very, very true. High five to you. Okay, guys, that is how it's done up at TOMz. Uluto is inspired, and I hope the rest of you out there are as well. Haike from Nanaya, signing out.
All right, Mzansi nako ifihlile. It's that time again. We will get to put your knowledge to the test with our TOMz quiz. Ungakhohlwa lapha ngadlala nathi on social media. Just got that about i-answer eyona can't yiphi. Mina ngizobe ngikhona nephela labelibovu ngikutshela if right noma or wrong. Right now though, ngifuna ukwazi siphi isikole sesivakashelayo and who will reign supreme. Let's play.
Dumelang kaofela TOMzers, let's bore le kgethehile haholo ho rona ebile le rata haholo, and that is why in today's episode re leng ra tshakela Zitikeni Secondary School. Let's bore le re kemiseditswe to have some fun with you guys. Hatse re ithuta ka lefatshe le makatsang la science and technology. Lights, camera and action. Are you ready to experience the ultimate edutainment? With the grade 10 learners, and we had loads and loads of fun. A focus group as TOMz. That will empower the learners and keep them motivated. Career guidance. Let's and we did exactly that at the dance-off challenge. The presenters started against each other, and then we gave the learners a chance to see who could outdance them.
So I'm going to ask a question, and the first team to press the buzzer will get to answer the question.
We tested their knowledge with the TOMz quiz, where we saw Team B winning the first round.
The answer is correct.
Right to the second round, more winning a grade 10 learner. Oba means I'm going to get Priska Moabela knocking everyone out. I thought about the speed round master. The pyramid puzzle.
All right, congratulations to Priska for making it through to the TOMz speed round master.
I feel good.
All right, cool. Now, upete ipuzzle lana ne. Into ozoyenza ngithaselwe ngibekela when you're winning indawo ne. Angifuni enkulu on top of a small one. You have 2 minutes to do exactly that, and you're only allowed to use one hand, right? So if you do it and you do it in the fastest time possible, then you actually get a chance to present on SABC 1 to guest present. So, 2 minutes what? 2 minutes wako qala right about njenga manje. Mr. Swami.
Hello, all you have to do is email tomz@sabc.co.za.
Only 2 blocks to go. All right, at the finish line. Woo! Wow, Siswamo, you're shining in 1 minute 2 seconds. How do you feel?
Oh, I feel so good.
All right, nice one. High five to you.
Face technology change each and every day. As I also want to go to topic and I'm trying. How does the future look? Check this out.
So look, I can tell you here process here computer aided design. I can tell you it's a jewelry. Even we printer in 3D. Come on, brother, for my 3D design. Even jewelry. Nchana printed designs in 3D. Kalaba computer aided manufacturing. With 3D printing, we can choose to carve and create details of jewelry pieces. We can control 3D printers. Process apprenticeship investment in the Department of Higher Education for free education the FET colleges. Plumbing, fitting, mechanical engineering, and others.
Guys, unfortunately, I'm here to see a lot. But thank you so much for joining us in today's episode. Hopefully, for when it comes to apprenticeship and jewelry. If you want the conversation to keep going, all you have to do is join us on our social media pages. On Facebook, see TOMz, and on Twitter, see TOMz_SABC_1.
Absolutely right. And also to keep tabs on the show, all you have to do is simply visit www.sabceducation.org.za/TOMZ. Otherwise, you can catch me on my personal Twitter account at @Sia_G, and he is at Fresh by Caddy. With that being said, here's what's coming up on the next episode of TOMZ. Goodbye.
Some fellow on the next episode of TOMZ. Because we're going to Don, an expert of sensory manipulation. Especially through cinema. Robali interview the aspirations are high in haptic technology. Robali 4D cinema, what is it all about? The history of sensory manipulation in entertainment. TOMZ 2 more SABC 1.